Today we're going to do a overnight Belgian waffle recipe. Best recipe for Belgian waffles I've ever made. So very, very simple. Once again, a little bit of prep work involved. First thing you want to start off with is a cup and a half of milk, 6 tablespoons of butter, and you want to warm this. So what I do is put it together, 2 minutes in the microwave, and then let it cool down to almost room temperature. Together a little bit. Into the bowl it goes. Like I said, really simple. Then we have 2 cups of all-purpose flour. I measured out already. Put that in. 2 large eggs. Plop everything in together. I like to use honey as a sweetener. 3 tablespoons of honey. If you don't have honey, you can use about 2.5 tablespoons of granulated white sugar. I just like the taste of the honey a little better. It's a little more natural sweetener. One thing about most of the recipes I do, I find there's almost no preservatives, no additives to anything. That's the way I like to cook. And then I like to add just a bit of vanilla. Invest in a good grade of vanilla. I personally prefer Mexican vanilla. Buy it by the quart. And then one thing a little bit different, I like to add a touch of cinnamon. This makes a fantastic finished product. So then we're going to put in a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Be sure and measure this over something other than your mix. Anything that goes over, that way you're not over salting it. And then use 1.5 teaspoons of instant dry yeast. So one of the differences with this recipe is the yeast instead of any other rising agent, and that's the reason it's overnight. So basically all you're going to do now is just mix everything together. Get your eggs broken up. Smells absolutely fantastic. That vanilla and cinnamon. Okay. That's all there is to that stage. So now you cover this with plastic film, put it in the refrigerator overnight, let the yeast ferment. Fantastic flavor. Also what will make it rise when you bake these. So at this point, we're going to put it away and see you in the morning for fresh waffles. Good morning. It's waffle day. Excited about this. So waffle batter, it's been in the refrigerator overnight. You can see how it's raised and bubbly. A little bit thick at this point. You want to deflate it, and you want to add a few tablespoons of milk just to thin it down enough so it spreads well in your waffle maker. Just bring it down to your regular batter thickness. Beautiful. Already smells good. It's not even cooked yet. Okay. Waffle iron is hot. It's going to take approximately 1/2 cup of batter for this size waffle iron. I just happen to have a ladle that's the exact amount. Pour your batter in. Close your waffle maker. It's going to take about 4.5 minutes. You want the steam to considerably reduce. When there's almost no steam still coming out of it, you know your waffle's done. So we'll start that one going. Okay, 4.5 minutes later. See, there's still a little bit of steam coming out, but it's just about ready. And there we have our first waffle. It's really good. Do that again. Looks like a little more batter this time. A little bit better shaped waffle. So while that's cooking, I'll show you what I usually do with these. what I like to do, one half of these is enough for me, so what I do is I cut them in half, just like so. Nice, crispy, light. And then when they're totally cooled, put them in Ziploc bags and put them in the freezer. And that way I can get one out in the morning, eat it with peanut butter, with syrup, jelly, jam. It's a great thing to have, quick breakfast that way. It's always nice to do a little bit of preparing ahead for everything. That way you don't have to get up and totally cook breakfast every morning. And here's the next waffle. Definitely looks better. Sometimes that first one's a little bit wonky. There's what they really should look like. So we'll just keep going on this. So we've got them all made. One of the things you can do if you're feeding a group, you're going to use all these, go ahead and turn your oven on to preheat to 200 degrees. You can put these right on the oven racks, that way they stay crispy on both sides. Keep them warm, everybody gets to eat at once instead of one every 4.5 minutes. You can get it all done ahead. Do this while you're cooking your bacon or eggs or sausage or whatever you're going to put with it. Just a great way to start the morning. And then the beauty of doing it overnight, you've got a little time, afternoon, evening, whip this together, really, really easy. And in the morning, you don't have any prep work to do. All you've got to do is start making waffles. Saves a little time in the morning when you're not feeling like going through all this. So it's a great thing to do. You smell absolutely fantastic. I guess I might have to cut this one and just try a little bit of it, just plain. Perfect. Absolutely wonderful. And the reason I know how to do all this, I can pass it on to you, because this is not my first kitchen. See you later.